In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really fast and easy ring holder using all items from the Dollar Tree. Stay tuned and I will show you how to make it. Alright y'all, let us get started. So first off, what you're going to need, a 3.5 by 5 inch frame. Everything here comes from Dollar Tree, okay? But this frame from Dollar Tree, you're going to need 2 packs of the foam hair rollers. There's 8 in a pack. You're going to be using 1.5 packs. So get 2, and then you're going to need some fabric. I found this bandana at Dollar Tree. Look how pretty that is. Look at it. Look at it. I love that. And I think I'm going to be able to get several of these out of this bandana, okay? Now, you can paint your frame if you want to. And I'm seriously thinking about painting it because I got out this spray paint. Oh, lordy. Magnets are sticking to it. This is a gloss candy pink from Rust-Oleum. Now, you can paint it whatever color you want, but I think with this, and I just happen to have this color setting out, I think maybe with these colors, I think the pink would look good, or I think white would look good. I do have some white over here. But anyway, let me show you what we're going to do with the rollers, and then I will ponder which color I want to paint this. Because I don't think that this dark is going to look all that great with these big, bright, vibrant colors, okay? So let's set this off to the side. Now, first off, what we're going to do is, let's take the back off of our frame here. Take that out. Take all the, oh, look, foamy things. Let him go, you clingy thing. Look here. I'm just going to take the glass out because you're not going to need the glass. Did they glue this in? Almost like they glued it in. Come on. Oh, yeah, look. It looks like they spilled some glue or something right there. Not cool, Dollar Tree. But let's get this out of the way. You're not going to need the glass. So I'm just going to put that in a drawer behind me. Now, if I paint this, I'm not going to want to put the back on. But yeah, it's not going to make that big of a difference. You know what? Because you're not going to be seeing this. I'm going to put the back on. And I know you're probably thinking, well, this is just going to flop around without all that stuff in there to hold it together. It's going to be all right. I'm just bending the tabs so that they're straight across. They're not like diving down into the frame. They're just kind of straight across. Now, if you look, this frame is kind of sort of deep. You see how I'm pushing that? And there's still like a good amount of space between the frame and the backing. And that's what you need, okay? To be able to fit the rollers in there. But now what we're going to do with these rollers, we're just going to pop them open like this. And I'm going to take that off and throw that in the garbage. Take that centerpiece out. Pop that off. Now I think I'm going to leave the centerpiece in that one. Okay, let him go. Okay, and just pull that out a little bit and then stick the other roller onto it. It just helps to hold them together a little bit, okay? You don't have to leave that centerpiece in if you don't want to. But that's just going to kind of help to hold them together a little bit, okay? While you're gluing them down in your frame. But anyway, I'm going to do the rest of the rollers like that, taking this out and then putting the little rod through the 2 of them. And then I think I'll go and paint this, and then we'll come back and start to assemble. Okie dokie. So I think the paint is dry. But now we're going to start gluing down our rollers, okay? So I have my hot glue gun, and in the link in the description box, if you check out my Amazon shop, you'll find where I have my hot glue gun listed. But anyway, now what we're going to do is just put 1 line of glue on our rollers, and we're going to glue it down inside here. Let's kind of get it kind of up towards the top here. Now, when you start putting these in, you're going to see that it's kind of tight. You kind of have to really squish them together to get all of these in there, but you want them to be kind of snug, you know, so they'll hold your rings in. And this isn't only, you know, just for rings. You can use straight backed earrings with this method as well. You know, Dollar Tree has the longer hair rollers. They're pretty long and they're kind of thin, about that big around or so. And they're flexible. You know, you can bend them. You can use those with the same method to use for, like I said, your straight back earrings. So let's put that there. While I'm doing that, let's talk about my jewelry. I know y'all get sick hearing about my jewelry, but you know what? I got kids to support. So my jewelry here. More paparazzi jewelry. I adore paparazzi. I am a consultant. I was a consultant with them years ago. I still have some of my old pieces. I was a consultant with them years and years ago. And I am again. So if you look in the description box, and I'll pin a comment with my paparazzi link. If you click that link and then click on the shop button, you'll see the jewelry available to purchase. Or you can sign up to be a consultant. Through the end of January, they're running specials for consultants where you get extra jewelry with your consultant kit. So there's that. So let me put that here. And we got 2 more to go. I got paint on that, but it don't matter because we're getting ready to cover it up. There we go. Just going to stick that there, right there, right there. All right. Now let's talk about the fabric for a second. I need to hold that down. When you are making these, you want to use fabric that's a little on the thin side. I think this bandana is going to work out really well. I have tried to make these with thicker fabric like felt, and it could be really difficult to work with. So I like the thinner fabric better. All right, so I'm just going to press that down and just hold it for a few seconds. But if you want to see another video on how I made other jewelry holders from Dollar Tree stuff, I made a necklace holder, and you can alter that to make it a bracelet holder as well. I'll have the link in the description box, and I'll also pin a comment, and I'll see if I can get it to pop up right up in here somewhere. Sometimes that works on YouTube, sometimes it doesn't. But if it doesn't, look down below for the links, and I'll have that video as well. You know, you can make a whole matching set. You know, all this stuff, depending on the fabric you get, all this stuff can match. So for this, like I said, I think I'm going to be able to get several. But let's open this up. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. My table is messy once again. Somebody the other day said, you need to clean your table. Yeah, well, I'll do what I want to do, and I don't want to clean it right now. But let's see. Yeah, I think I could get 2, possibly. Yeah, I could get several out of this. Several. So I don't know which way I want this to go. No way am I going to be able to get all of the beautiful colors on here. Let's try it this way, I guess. All right, so let's see. You want to make sure that your fabric, I don't think I'm going to cut it. All right, let's just leave it at that. I don't think I'm going to cut it right now because I don't want to cut too much and ruin it. And then, you know, it not be big enough. But anyway, I have a popsicle stick here that has some glue on it. Try to get that glue off. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start working up here at the top. See, this is the top. And then this is the top of your fabric. Just take a popsicle stick and you're just going to start tucking it down into the frame. Like so. Like I said, this is where thinner fabric really helps out. Just take your time with this, and this can take you a few minutes, okay? So we're going to tuck it down right there to get started. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to work our way from the top all the way to the bottom. Now what you want to do is you want to hold your loose fabric in this hand and kind of hold it up and feed it this way, okay? So that when you are pressing the fabric down, you're not putting so much tension here that it pops out, you know, and it pops out, pops out, pops out. So let's take this. You just need to take your time. Just take your time. And you really want to press it down in there. Make sure that your fabric is getting all the way down to the back of your frame here. Because you don't want, if it's in there, like you just barely push it down in there, then you're not going to have room to put your rings down in there, okay? You want it to really, really be pressed in there. Now, if you want to, if you're afraid that your fabric might come out, you can try to get in between the rollers here and put like a little blob of glue down in there and glue it in. You know, you can do that if you want to. I've never had a problem with it popping out. Just be careful with it. And just be mindful of how you're pressing it down in there. Make sure, like I said, you get it all the way down to the back. Really work it down in there. Take your time. Really work it down in there. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. I'm just kind of feeding the fabric up here a little bit. I'm working on Christmas ornaments. Yeah, Christmas already. Working on Christmas ornaments, and I have them hanging up here. And I'm shaking the table, and they're up here rattling. Yeah, just take your time with this. Really work that fabric down in there. So I'm going to do this all the way down until I get it all tucked in, and then we'll come back and we'll trim off the edges. I didn't want to do that yet. I wanted to make sure that everything was in place, and then we'll take our scissors and trim up the side. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm getting ready to trim off the majority of our bandana here, and you just want to be careful because we still have to tuck this down in the sides, okay? So you want to make sure that you're cutting and giving yourself plenty of leeway so that you can tuck it down. Look at that masterful cutting. Look at that. That is perfect. You can't get any better than that. It's as crooked as a politician. We're going to throw that over there in the floor. All right, I'm just going to trim that up a little bit. Goodness gracious. Would you look at that? That is wonderful. That is terrific. All right, now let's cut this corner right here. All right, so I lost my popsicle stick. Now, darn it. Here it is. All right. So now that we have all of this in place, now we're just going to go down the sides. Just to make sure that we have everything nice and covered. That bandana, there's a lot of fabric on that. Actually, you know what? Let's look, and I can get another one out of that. I'm really liking these. So I think I'm going to go back to the store. I think I want to get a few more of those. Those are really pretty. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. So anyway, we're going to just continue to tuck this down all the way around. Kind of hard to get that down in there. If you have to use hot glue, you know, like a little dot of hot glue here and there to hold it down in there, go ahead and use it. But that's why you want to be sure that you cut, you know, plenty of your fabric on the side, because once you cram it all down in there, it's really going to hold itself in place. Okay. So I'm going to continue working on this. Alrighty, so I have my ring, well, one of my ring boxes here. Let's see, and these are all like normal sized rings. And when I say normal sized rings, I mean they're not the paparazzi rings with the wide bands. Now, if you want to do this for rings with wide bands, you know, you would just leave out like a row of these rollers and just give yourself a wider space, you know, to put the rings down in. But anyway, let's just put some in there. Some of my favorites here. This purple one's always one of my favorites. I like purple, y'all, so I have a lot of purple rings. So, yep, fits in there pretty nicely, and it's pretty snug. Pretty snug. Another purple one. This is a yellow one. Trying to find some pretty colored ones. But anyway, it looks pretty good. It's holding them really well. See? But let's get this out of the way. Oh, wait, there's another purple one. And another purple. That red one's just sticking out. So things like this bother me, okay? All right, let's put another purple. Ooh! All right, so let's get this out of the way. I wanted to do something else around the frame, okay? So I have these little rhinestones, and I think I'm just going to put these little rhinestones all the way around just to give it a little extra something, something. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to stick one on each corner first, and then we'll just go around and fill it in. Like so. Like so, like that. All right, so I just stuck those on there. And then I'm going to go and I'll just put a few on each side. And then it'll be done. And then, you know, you just stand it up like a regular photo frame. But pretty easy. Like I said, you can use any type of fabric, you know, to color coordinate things. So knowing me, I would have to... Why are you not sticking? Do you see this? But anyway, I would have to make several and color coordinate the color of the stone to the color of the fabric, because I'm a glutton for punishment and I like to drive myself crazy with such things. But these are not sticking. You know what? Probably because I still have paint on my fingers. And it's sticking to my fingers. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you would, give it a thumbs up. I have some tweezers I'm going to use. Give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye!